before and it's cut me off. So
Yeah.
welcome everyone. I hope that you're going to join us live. If not, welcome to the replay. Comment below if you're watching it. Uh, just drop the comment live or replay, whichever one you are right now, so we know who is here and who's going to be participating in the challenge. We're so excited. I decided to kind of call it a class instead of a challenge because, with everything going on right now and staying home, we're going to try to educate you and give you tips that you can incorporate easily in your home. But I realize that, sometimes you might not have the ingredients. That might take a few days. So we're going to give you ways to participate in this class that doesn't necessarily require doing big dramatic things every single day, but it's going to be really easy to participate, really easy to invite friends and share and glean all the information from Melissa and myself on how to boost your mood and increase your energy, which drop a comment below if you need a little bit of that. I'm dropping my own comment.
Yes.
Yeah. So, that's one of the things throughout my health journey. I can always tell when things are balanced well in my body and when my body is functioning at a high level, when I'm able to roll out of bed, get through my day with consistent energy, and have a balanced mood. And alternatively, I can also tell when maybe things aren't quite perfect and I get a little impatient. Maybe I'm having some fluctuations in my body, or if I'm waking up feeling groggy, or I feel like I need a nap in the afternoon. And so the healthier I get, the further those things, or the more infrequent those things become. So we want to support you guys through this, especially with the extra stress that is a worldwide pandemic. Can we even believe that that is happening right now? It's
No.
kind of hard to say.
Uh,
Melissa, we are on the Nutrition Facebook page right now. So a lot of people probably don't know who you are unless they checked out our live video from a few weeks ago. So if you could just give a short intro, who are you, and what is your expertise here?
Yeah, so my name's Melissa Baldwin. I'm a mom of 5 kiddos. We do homeschool, so this whole pandemic thing is not all that different in terms of staying at home. But I started my wellness journey specifically with food and diet, as well as essential oils years ago. One of our children has Crohn's disease, and he was just kind of a catalyst for me in terms of my wellness journey. Our whole family is really. So just through diet, nutrition, specifically with essential oils, just helping getting his immune system strong. And I can say right now, in the state of the world right now with the coronavirus, we all have really strong immune systems and we're doing well. So that's a little bit of a background of me. So
I love it, and we should maybe post a link to our conversation because you go more in depth. And I love we are both really focused on nutrition and gut health, and I love your perspective of the oils because I'll say I'm a little bit of a latecomer to the oil scene. I had tried them. Oh gosh, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, and because I was like, "Ooh, this is going to be cool. I'm going to get into it." I didn't. I used them a little bit and then just completely forgot about it. I had a couple floating around in my house. Thieves was primarily the one I was familiar with and maybe
yeah,
used the most.
good one.
But what is so interesting, and I wanted to bring this up to people today because sometimes there are two kind of thought processes, I guess. A lot of people are like, oh, yes, essential oils. I live by them. I love them. Tell me everything about them. And other people are like really, really skeptical in terms of like their efficacy. So, one thing I wanted to bring on today and just talk about really, really briefly is the fact that with every single gut client I have, I use this tincture called Biocidin. And what it is a combination of herbals and essential oils. Specifically, there are 3 essential oils on the list. Tea tree, lavender, and oregano oil. And this blended with the other herbs is one of the most powerful supplements that I use. I use it across the board. I'm not married to a supplement line because my protocols are so individualized per person.
Yeah.
But this is one that I use for every single person because it is so powerful and it works across the board on so many things. It's an antiviral, it's an anti-bad bacteria, it busts biofilms, it does all these amazing things. It boosts your immune system shortly after you ingest it. So I wanted to just kind of say, guys, from my perspective, working with my clients, one of the supplements that I use with every single person and see incredible results with has 3 essential oils in it. So just kind of want to validate that right there.
Yes, they're so helpful. They're so powerful too in so many different ways. There literally is an oil for everything to support every part of your body.
Yeah. And that means that there's oils that are going to support mood and there's oils that are going to support energy
Absolutely.
as well. So you are going to educate us this week. And I've gotten a sneak peek of those posts. You guys, you're not going to want to miss them. They're going to be really, really helpful. So let's kind of outline the program over the next couple weeks here. The number one thing I want you guys to do, if you're going to be participating, please put on your calendar right now. Give yourself a reminder on April 22nd. That's not this coming Wednesday, it's the following Wednesday. We're going to do one more live because this is going to be a 2-week posting class for us. So on that second week, on the 22nd, we're going to go live here again at 3 p.m. And the reason I want you to put it on your calendar is because I would love, 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 after having about a week and a half of posts, if we can answer your questions. There's only so much that we can put in a post, right? I mean, we like to read short things and we don't have time to be doing, reading 10,000 things a day. So we're not going to bombard you. We're going to do just short posts. But I know that it's going to spur other questions. And there's so much, just Melissa and I were talking, that we can't even put in. Like we were like, there's so many, 2 weeks is not enough. So we're going to go live with your questions. So I hope you'll participate with that. Drop questions in the group if you have them ahead of time. And that way we can put them on a list and answer them if you're not able to join us live. Happy to do that. But that's the number one thing. The second thing is, how can you guys participate? So again, some of these are things that you're not going to be able to, let's say you want to do some of Melissa's blends, her suggestions, but you don't have, your home is not fully stocked with oils. Then we know you're not going to incorporate that, immediately, right? But you're going to make progress towards it. So we've created several different ways that you can participate. That is by sharing one of our informational posts that you found helpful. Or you can do a post of your own or a live story on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, sharing, hey, I just learned this piece of information. I'm going to try it out. Or, something that stood out to you. You can kind of share that with your audience as well. And then the third way you can participate is to, of course, invite friends. So regardless of how you participate, if you are creating your own post or story, if you're sharing one of our informational posts, if you're tagging a friend, make sure that you tag us and use that hashtag MKHappy2020. That's Melissa Kylene Happy 2020. So that way we can see who's really engaged with the information, who's, participating in this challenge, what you're saving, what you're finding interesting. And that way, that will give us kind of the pool of people that we can pick a winner from at the end of the 2 weeks. Do you have any other ideas on your end, Melissa, in terms of, they need to tag us, they need to use the hashtag? Is there anything else in terms of, participating that you wanted to talk about?
Just as you were mentioning earlier with our lives asking questions, for sure send us questions during the week as well when we're posting, when we're doing, I'll be in my stories as well, kind of talking about our posts for the day. So any questions you have throughout the week, be sure to ask. And
awesome. Yeah, so this is in our Facebook group here on the nutrition page. So make sure you favorite the page so that you're seeing all the posts. So that's going to be helpful. And then if you're wanting to follow Melissa, go to Instagram and you want them to follow the Well-Made Essentials, right?
Correct.
So well.made.essentials. So follow
it's not a dot, it's like an underscore.
So, okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Well, yeah. Yep.
Well underscore. Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Okay, so make sure you follow Melissa. And all right, let's talk about the prize because we are, like I said, there's a couple different ways to participate, to share information, to get people involved. And this is something, right? We want everybody to be happy. We want everybody to be energized. So this should spread across the world right now. So we want to reward you for staying engaged and asking questions and inviting friends and sharing the posts and just being involved with us. So we are going to pick a winner at the end of the 2 weeks. And Melissa is contributing a gift and I am contributing a gift. So you want to talk about your Happy Roller?
I do, yeah. So it'll actually be a custom roller. So I'll connect with the winner and we'll design a specific oil for whatever it is emotionally that you're wanting support with. There's so many oils and that can help with so many different things. Just specifically with emotions, there are lots and lots of oils, specifically to help boost your mood, help with anxiety, depression, all of that. So we'll custom make a roller together. We'll connect and
Ooh,
do
I love
that.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you just inspired me because what I was gonna do is offer beef liver, which is probably applicable across the board. However, I would like to do the same thing where it's a little more customized. So
Yeah.
I will come up with a few options of things that are available. The reason I chose beef liver, just so everybody knows, and if that freaks you out, I'll kind of explain. But it's a tablet. You don't is because it's nature's multivitamin, and a lot of people see a tremendous increase in their energy when they take it. It's supportive to your liver, it's supportive to your energy, hair and nail health, and growth, and all of these different wonderful things. And it really has a high amount of nutrients that a lot of people are deficient in. So it's one of my favorite supplements. So I have a few in my top favorites. So I love that idea of personalizing it. That was not
Yeah.
planned for me. So I think that's a great idea. I'm gonna steal it.
Yeah.
So you guys have the opportunity to really get a customized fries, which is pretty awesome. So
Yeah.
let's
Mhm.
jump right into, well, real quick, let me kind of cover what we're going to talk about first. So for 2 weeks, we
Mhm.
talked about boosting your mood and increasing your energy. And we're going to cover really awesome topics like nutrient deficiencies, food sensitivities, sunlight, different things that you can take action on. And the way we've set it up is that I'm going to post something from my perspective in terms of gut health, lifestyle, that sort of thing. And Melissa, the next day, is going to post on the exact same topic, but how you can incorporate essential oils for that problem or solution or whatever we're looking to do with that topic. So that is just a really, I think, awesome lineup in terms of getting so many resources that you're going to be able to kind of build your own little toolkit and see what really vibes with you.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. I think that's going to be great. Okay, so let's wrap up with just a couple tips for everybody to get started. So, Melissa, I know you had some things about the importance of how to use essential oils and that sort of thing. So, why don't you introduce that?
Yeah. So for the next 2 weeks, just specifically talking about essential oils, consistency is key. So remember that when you are reading all the content that I'll be sharing, specifically with applying your essential oils, whether you're inhaling them, we'll talk about the different ways that you can use the essential oils. But consistency is key. When you think about essential oils, they're the lifeblood of the plant. They provide the nutrients to the plant as well as protecting it from disease. So those same properties are what we're using for our own bodies. But when you think about when we're using it, we're not dousing our body in a lot of essential oils because they're very concentrated. We're just using a small amount. But they are very tiny molecules, so they can actually get into our bloodstream quickly. But consistency is key. So if you think about when you're using them, less is more. You don't want to use a lot, but you want to use them more often. So less is more, but more often, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So kind of like a homeopathic you would use, you're using it consistently throughout the day. It's not going to be like an over-counter drug where you can not have to take it for 8 hours. You're really wanting to, specifically with emotions and energy, get ahead of it.
Mm.
So starting in the morning, I mean, as soon as I get out of bed, I've already applied several oils just to help get me started on my day. So remember that while we're just educating you this week on that consistency is key. Let's see, what else was I going to say? Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, no, that's really important. And I think that's across the board. Anytime you're taking a more of a holistic, natural, gentle approach, those things are most powerful when you are consistent. Um,
Yes.
so there are just physiological processes in the body that take time to happen or take time to unravel, I guess, if you're trying to undo something. And the best way that you can support your body, it's the exact same thing with food. You could eliminate sugar, let's say, for a day,
Absolutely.
not gonna notice a difference. You eliminate sugar for 30 to 60 days, man, you're gonna notice a difference. So I think
Right. And you
those
might feel worse eliminating sugar after just a couple of days. You might feel worse
right.
than when you were eating it. So it is, your body does go through a detox.
Yeah.
Essential oils are really great at getting rid of toxins in your body. So you kind of have to think of it that way, even with working out, anything where you are benefiting your body. It takes consistency and some pain and discomfort. Not that essential oils are going to be painful,
Right.
but you know what I mean. It takes consistency to see
Gotta be
results.
consistent, and that takes commitment. Yeah, for sure. And I did want to share one other personal story here because we've been using essential oils a little bit more frequently. My husband has he gets like red spots on his skin, and there's a couple spots. There's one on his nose and one on each hand. It's really odd. They're in almost the exact same spot. That's kind of red, and it gets really, really dry. It almost looks like, oh, that's like dead skin. You need to pick it off. And it's very consistent. It's always there. And he started. I created this basically essential oil roller with all these oils that are good for your skin. And he has just been very consistently applying them. Now, he also at the start of it was putting some beauty counter skincare on it as well. And he was doing the
Yeah.
combination. And I asked him the other day because it keeps getting better. I'm like, which one are you using more? He's like, oh, I'm very consistent with the oils. He's like, I've been really consistent with that. And it's really improving quite a lot. And it's probably been a couple weeks at this point. And
Awesome.
similarly, for whatever reason, I had this weird sort of rash in my armpit. Of all, I was like, I don't know if I'm like allergic to my deodorant or like what happened, but
That could be.
yeah, it would. Well, I'm switching it out, so we'll see. I haven't been using it for a little while, which has been
Yeah.
weird. But uh, anyway, trying to get rid of the actual rash portion, I use the exact same I didn't do anything other than stopping my deodorant and that, and it's going away. So just want to kind of encourage people again, it's the consistency,
Yeah.
the commitment with it. And it is sometimes a little bit of a slower thing than maybe if you put, a topical skin cream or prescription on something like that. But
Mhm.
more gentle and can have really powerful long-term effects. So just want to encourage
Yes.
people with that. So we're excited, you guys. We hope you'll join us. If
Ah.
you're watching, again, please comment below. Let us know if you watched live, if you watched replay, if you have any questions. Definitely put April 22nd on your calendar. Drop the hashtag below just so we know that you know to use it. Hashtag MK Happy 2020. And yeah, we will basically start posting and sharing everything on Monday. So we're really excited to bring this class to you and hope to see you participate.
Thanks, guys.